Hey there everyone, it's Todd from Guilla Games with another devlog update, number 10 for Shrouded Aspect. I've been spending a lot of time the last few weeks adding new assets like weapons and armor to the game. And so I'm going to show you that first and then show you some other things here. I'm just going to kind of blast through real quick all the different new kinds of armors and weapons. Here's two-handed axes, two-handed swords, two-handed blunt weapons, one-handed axes, one-handed blunt weapons, a bow. The bow is already there. One-handed swords, pole arms, and finally short blades. And I also messed around with doing some motion capture because I couldn't find some of the pole arm animations that I needed, but I wasn't happy with the results. You can kind of see here the hands aren't oriented at all the way that they should be. I improved the placement of characters so you can actually see the character you're placing while you're placing it, which really helps you choose where to place them, whether they're holding a sword or a bow or something like that. You can also, after they're selected or placed, you can select them and move them around easily. So it's a little bit better of a user experience for placing the characters. I added a bunch of different visual effects for characters. Here's one for falling asleep, putting a character to sleep. And then I also show here the frozen effect. So if you look close, this tinted blue and there's snow coming off them. Now at any time, if you do damage to a sleeping character, they'll immediately wake up. I added this in-game menu now, which tells you what scenario and hub you're in, how much time you spent, what turn it is, and you can save the game and end the turn there, or abandon the scenario if you want to start it over. And then, of course, quick resume the last thing that was saved, or look at the menu and choose from a list of all your saved games. And that's about it. So that's a short, quick update. There's a lot more stuff happening behind the scenes that isn't really interesting to show. Bug fixes, optimizations, just organizing the project for future development to make it easier. I got all 32 scenes created for the different scenarios. There's 32 scenarios in the game. They're created, even if they're just blank slates, they're ready to start placing items in and designing them. I did actually create another scenario almost in its entirety, almost finished. But I don't want to show all the scenarios as I create them because I want you to discover them as you play the game. Don't forget, if you're interested in supporting the game financially, as it gets developed, there's a Patreon page, and that money is really helpful for doing things like buying all those models, like all the weapons and the armor and stuff. I'm not an artist. I don't create those things. I don't have an artist on staff, so I buy a lot of the kind of the stock models that are available that fit at least the visual style as much as possible that I already have established. I do plan on getting an artist later on, but mostly for UI and visual effects, not so much 3D models. That's it for now. So thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to tell your friends and subscribe. Talk to you later.